Hey guys, it's Anthony again at PAX U, and we're back to where it all began at Whuaaaa Wizard Games. Now, this was a game also here was last year. I was super excited to check this out. It's called KAPOW.
Yeah, you played the prototype last year.
I played the prototype last year. It didn't even have all the fancy bling to it. And Rob showed me this. I was actually teaching this, and I loved it because I'm telling you, anything where you build dice is just awesome. And there's not enough of this going around. Tell them about this, man.
Yeah, so this game is super fast. It's fun. It's easy to play. You'll take your dice, and you and your opponent at the same time are going to roll your dice. You then take your dice and you can apply them to attack, to defend, or to power up and gain more dice for the future. And it's very easy to do stuff. To do something, you just fill in the board. So this lightning bolt, for example, is wild. I could use it to represent anything. If I wanted to do an attack, I could say use this wild to represent this fist, and put that energy there. And so you can see I've filled in that, so now I have a 4-point base attack. If I wanted to increase my attack, I could do a kicker, adding this arm and this any die here. So now I've got 4 plus 3, I've got a 7-point attack coming. And then with these remaining dice, I could put them anywhere where I'm matching up the symbols on the board. So for example, let's say I wanted to do this adaptability. I can use any dice for this, and then if my opponent has more dice than me at the end of the turn, I'll get a new die. So I've laid this out, and then I would, if my opponent's ready, I'd lift up my screen, we'd show each other what we'd done. I take my attack, I subtract my opponent's defense, and then anything left would be the damage dealt. And then same thing they do to me. You track your health on these awesome score dials here. So you just mark off your damage, and then when you get to the power-up phase, you're adding any additional dice you gain. You can gain additional trait dice, you can gain additional action dice, and you can gain additional faces for your dice. When you gain faces for the dice, you simply take them and you insert them.
I love this part.
You just insert them into the die, and you can build the die any way you want. You can put them wherever you want on the dice. And then on the next turn, you take those additional dice you gained and your action dice having more faces now, and you roll for your next turn, and you got more and more stuff coming on your dice. So you're growing your character, getting more and more powerful as you go.
And I love that. You're literally the only second dice building game I think on the planet right now. So that's super cool. You could claim that title somewhere, like one of the founding fathers of buildable dice games.
Yeah, and the game is easy to play, fast, and super fun. So it feels a lot like Star Realms or Hero Realms, and the games are fast and quick, and you're building up as you're going.
I like the variability. I like the surprise. So like if you play like Dice Realms or things like that, it kind of has similarities to that, but it blows it out of the water in terms of what you can do. You have tons of options, and plus you add that factor in where you have a surprise factor. It isn't just I see what you roll and that's what I'm putting in there and do something. You know, you have that surprise factor where it's like, okay, we
you
put
have a lot of
up.
flexibility on what you're going to do with any particular roll. You could do a bunch of different things. You could use it on attack, you could use it on defense, and you're going to be limited because you have to match the faces, but with any particular role, you're going to have multiple options on which way to go.
And you have tons of options, that's the thing, I love that.
And if you can guess what you think your opponent's going to be doing, that's going to give you a leg up in determining your strategy and basically outmaneuvering them on the battlefield.
And of course there's like different characters, so each character has like their own shtick too.
Yeah, so we have 6 different characters that come with the game. Each of these has a unique starting health, unique starting dice, powers that only that character has, and in addition, every single one of these characters has a solo play mode. So if I wanted to play Timeout and fight against Croquette, I would flip Croquette over to the solo play side. I would take my turn as normal, rolling my dice, placing them wherever I want, and when in a 2-player game I'd lift up the screen. At that point, you would roll the dice for the bad guy, and you fill out their board, doing everything that you can, filling them out from top to bottom, and that will automate their attacks, their defenses, their gaining dice, everything.
That's going to make all the solo players happy. Believe me. I don't know too many dice rolling solo games like this.
Yeah, so you can literally do any matchup in the game as a solo play experience, and you can play on either side of it. So if I wanted to play as Croquette and fight Timeout, then I just flip Timeout over to the solo play side, and I play this side. So
and I always love your philosophies. Always I love the fact that all your games are variable. Like there's always every game you do is like a million and one. Like you could play these games forever. I mean, literally you could just play them forever. So you're not buying the product and then getting it and playing. Okay, I played 5 games. And I love that.
The game, our games will not sit on your shelf. You're going to be playing them again and again.
Yeah,
and again.
I'm still playing all of them to this day. So yeah, I totally get what you're saying. So yeah, guys, check this out. Again, come to Wise Wizard Games. Check this game out. I'm honestly ecstatic that this game finally came out. So I'm over excited. So check it out. This is out now, correct? Is that right now?
This is shipping to Kickstarter backers now. We have a limited number of copies of Volume 1 here at PAX.
Awesome.
And then it'll be in stores in probably February of next year.
Awesome, yeah, definitely, guys, check this out. Get your hands on this if you like dice building, and I mean, I adore dice building. I love the mechanic, and I mean, honestly, I can't say enough about this game. Check it out, Wise Wizard Games. You know who they are. Thanks again, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe. We'll put some info below, and don't forget to game on.
I have to do mine first.